Let me ask you something. Do you feel more tired now than you did 5 or 10 years ago? Not just physically tired, but tired in a deeper way. Tired of trying, tired of thinking, tired of carrying everything on your shoulders. If you feel this way, I want you to know something important. You are not failing. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are growing, and you are slowly stepping into a new chapter of your life. And with a transition like this comes a feeling many people don't talk about, the tiredness of being an adult. Then kind that doesn't go away after one night of sleep. It makes you wonder if you're strong enough to keep going. Here's what I promise you: by the end of this video, you will see your tiredness differently. You will understand why you feel this way. And most importantly, you will learn that feeling tired doesn't mean you should stop. It's a small reminder of where you need to slow down or make changes, not a reason to stop trying. Let me explain what I mean. The tired you feel when you are still studying or just beginning your life is very different from the tired that comes later. That's when life puts more things on your shoulders. When you are young, you get tired from doing too much. But when you're older, you get tired from carrying too much. Work, money, family, choices, feelings, and the weight of building your future. A thought I want you to keep with you today is this: tired doesn't mean stop. Tired means expand. Feeling tired is not a sign to walk away. That feeling simply shows you are learning and becoming stronger. The process can be heavy, yes, but that tired feeling is also a clear sign that you are moving forward, not going back. This is Fluent English with Radio, a place where you can learn English, grow as a person, and find the strength to face your challenges. So if you've been feeling tired and wondering if something is wrong with you, keep watching, because nothing is wrong. Everything is exactly where it should be. You're simply in the middle of your evolution, and evolution is never comfortable, but it is always worth it. So first, let's talk about why you feel this tired. 1. You're tired because your brain is learning something new. Let's start with science. When you learn something new, your brain needs more energy than usual. In a Scientific American article, Claude Messier and Alexandria Bellon-Millar explain that learning a new skill makes more parts of your brain work at the same time, and that uses extra energy. So your brain is working harder simply because you're learning something new. When you're young, your brain learns fast. New things feel exciting. Your brain learns quickly and recovers quickly. A 20-year-old can learn a new skill, stay up late studying, and feel fine the next day. But when you reach your 30s or older, something changes. Your brain still learns, but it needs more effort. It needs more time. It gets tired more easily. This is not weakness. This is how your brain works. Think about what you are dealing with now. Maybe you changed jobs recently. Maybe you are learning new technology at work. Maybe you are trying to manage your money better. Maybe you are learning how to be a better partner, a better parent, or a better version of yourself. All of this creates something called cognitive load. It means how much your brain has to work to understand things and make choices. And here is something most people don't know. Decision fatigue is real. Every choice you make during the day uses mental energy. What to eat, what to wear, what to say in a meeting, how to reply to that email, whether to say yes or no to a request. By the end of the day, your brain has made hundreds of small decisions, and each one uses a little bit of your energy. I want you to understand an important insight. You're not tired because you're doing something wrong. You're tired because you're upgrading. Your brain works hard like a strong computer. It handles a lot of information, solves problems, and helps you get through a busy life. That uses energy, and that's completely normal. When you feel very tired after a long day, it is not because you are weak. It is because your brain has been working like a machine, thinking, solving problems, and helping you live a complicated life. This is the tiredness of growth, not the tiredness of failure. This is the tiredness of someone who is trying, learning, and becoming better. So the next time you feel mentally tired, don't judge yourself. Don't think, "What is wrong with me?" Instead, notice what is happening. Your brain is doing exactly what it should. It is helping you grow, and growth always needs energy. 2. You're tired because life leveled up. Imagine life is like a video game. When you're young, you are on the easy levels. The challenges are simple. The rules are clear. You have energy and time. If you fail, you just try again. No big problems. But as you get older, life moves you to harder levels. The challenges get bigger. The rules get more difficult. The risks get higher. And there is no restart button anymore. This is what I call level up fatigue. You are not tired because you are doing badly or because you are weak. You are tired because life is now asking much more from you than it did in the past. Your responsibilities are bigger. Your challenges are more difficult. Your decisions matter more. Think of it this way. The game of life has become more challenging, but this doesn't mean you are failing. The challenges are bigger because you have grown stronger. You have more skills and more experience. Because of this growth, life knows that you are ready for bigger tests. Life only gives you harder challenges when it believes you can handle them. If you were not capable, you would not be facing these difficulties. The fact that you are dealing with heavy responsibilities right now is actually proof that you are strong enough to carry them. Life does not give impossible challenges to weak people. It gives difficult challenges to people who have the strength to overcome them. Money starts to fill more of your thoughts over time, and even simple choices turn into things you have to think about more carefully. When you're young, you may only worry about yourself. You have a simple job, a small rent, basic costs. But as you get older, everything is more difficult. You have bills, rent or mortgage, insurance, car payments, savings, planning for retirement, maybe even helping family members. Money is always on your mind, always needing attention. Then life reaches a point where you spend much more time and energy taking care of others. You might have children who need your time, attention, and help every day. Your parents could be getting older and need support with daily tasks, doctor visits, or just someone to talk to. Your partner may rely on you for money, comfort, or practical help. Siblings or friends could be going through hard times and need your advice or support. This emotional and physical load is heavy and never stops. You are not only responsible for yourself anymore, the health of others depends on your choices and actions. Career stability becomes harder as you get older. When you're young, you can try new things. You can leave a job and do something else. You can take risks. But as you get older, you need stability. You need to do your job well. You need to keep your job because others depend on your income. You cannot just walk away anymore. The pressure to succeed, to stay important, to keep your job, it is real and heavy. Physical decline starts to appear as you get older, and your body can't do things as easily as before. You get tired more easily. You have aches and pains. You cannot stay up late and feel fine the next day. You cannot eat whatever you want without problems. Your body needs more care, more rest, more attention. This adds to mental tiredness because you have to think about your health in ways you never did before. And life brings more difficult emotions as you age. Loss, regret, worry, responsibility, not knowing what will happen. All of these weigh on your heart. When you are young, emotions are simpler. You are happy, you are sad, you move on. But as you get older, emotions are more complicated and heavy. You carry the weight of past mistakes, present worries, and future fears at the same time. Social complexity is another hard part of life because relationships start to feel harder to manage. When you are young, friendships are easy. You hang out, you have fun, that is all. But as you get older, relationships become harder. You have to keep friendships even with busy schedules. You have to deal with work problems. You have to manage family issues. You have to be a good partner, a good parent, a good friend, a good worker, all at the same time. Here is the important part. This is not bad. This is normal. This is what growing up looks like. Scientists call this eustress. Stress that comes from positive growth and learning. It is the kind of stress that makes you stronger, even though it feels heavy. It is like lifting weights at the gym. The weight is heavy, yes, but that heaviness builds your muscles. So when you feel tired, remember this. You are not going the wrong way. You are just walking a bigger road. The road is harder because you can handle it. Life would not give you these challenges if you were not ready. The fact that you are still here, still trying, still moving forward even with the weight, that shows you are stronger than you think. 3. You're tired because you moved from instinct to consciousness. When you're young, you live by instinct. You do things without thinking much, just following your feelings. You do what feels good. You follow your emotions. Someone makes you angry? You react. You want something? You go get it. You feel like staying up late? You do it. This uses very little brain power because you are not thinking much. You are just reacting. But as you grow older, something changes. You start living with attention. You think before you act. You think about what might happen. You make choices based on responsibility, not just feelings. And living with attention is tiring. It's like driving a car by yourself instead of using autopilot. Driving yourself needs attention, adjustment, and effort all the time. Here's why. Your instincts are automatic. They don't need effort. They are built into you. But attention needs constant work. Every time you stop yourself from acting quickly, your brain uses energy. Every time you take the responsible choice instead of the easy one, you get tired. Every time you think about the future instead of now, it uses your brain power. Let me show you how this works in real life. Controlling your feelings can be really hard sometimes. When someone makes you angry, you want to react fast. You want to shout, to argue, to defend yourself. But you don't. You stop. You think about the result. You answer calmly and politely. This takes a lot of energy. Your feelings push you to react, but your mind tells you to wait. That small fight inside you is exhausting. It also takes strength to say no when something isn't good for you. Maybe a friend asks you to go out, but you are tired and need rest. Saying no feels hard. You don't want to upset them. You don't want to seem rude, but you do it anyway because you know it is right for you. This needs attention. It needs knowing yourself and saving your energy even when it is uncomfortable. Choosing the people who stay in your life also takes real effort. You stop spending time with people who make you tired. You start choosing friends who are good for you. This needs thinking and self-control. It is easy to go along with anyone around you. It is hard to choose who deserves your time and energy. Discipline at work is another hard part of life. You don't just work when you feel like it. You work even when you are tired, even when you don't feel motivated, because you have duties. Young people work when they feel inspired. Adults work even if they are not inspired. That is discipline, and discipline is tiring. Managing your money carefully also takes a lot of mental energy. You don't buy things without thinking anymore. You see something you like, but you think, do I really need this? Can I pay for it? What else could I use this money for? You save. You plan. You make smart choices even when it is not fun. This constant thinking, this constant self-control, it uses energy. And it can be really hard to take responsibility for your own life. You stop blaming others for your problems. You stop making excuses. You accept your mistakes. You fix your problems. You take full responsibility for your life. This is tiring but important. Blaming others is easy. Taking responsibility is hard. Thinking long-term is another thing that makes your head feel heavy. When you are young, you think about today, maybe tomorrow. But as you grow older, you must think about next month, next year, even the next 10 years. You have to plan for your future, for your children, for unexpected problems. This long-term thinking never stops. It is always in your mind, using energy. And when tiredness comes, remember this strong idea. Living with attention will make you tired at first, but it will help your life in the future. The tiredness you feel is the cost of becoming a better, stronger, wiser person. And it is worth it. Every bit of energy you spend on living carefully is effort you put in for a better future. Yes, living without thinking is easier, and following your feelings uses less energy. But it can lead to regret, mistakes, and a life you did not really choose. Living with attention is harder, but it leads to a life you can be proud of. A life you made on purpose. A life that shows who you really are. And this is how to handle tiredness. Don't stop, just adjust. 1. Tired does not mean stop. Tired means adapt. There is another thought that can help you stay strong. Being tired does not mean you should quit. It means you need to change how you do things. This is the main difference between people who succeed and people who quit. Both get tired, but one group stops and the other group finds a new way. When young people get tired, they stop completely. They rest, they take a break and start again. But adults don't have that choice. You can't just stop your life. You have duties. You have people who depend on you. You have bills to pay and goals to reach. You can't press reset and start from zero. So what do adults do? They change. They find new ways. They keep going without getting completely worn out. They don't leave the game. They change how they play it. Now, I will show you what you can change when you are tired. Your speed. Maybe you have been moving too fast, trying to do everything at once, rushing to finish every goal. Slow down. It's okay to do one thing at a time instead of running too fast. Life is not a short race. It is a long race. And in a long race, controlling your speed is very important. People who run too fast at the start often cannot finish. People who move carefully finish well. Your goals. Maybe you expect too much from yourself. Maybe you think you should be further ahead. Maybe you compare yourself to others and feel behind. Lower your expectations a little. Not forever, just for now. Small progress is still progress. Moving a little forward is better than staying in the same place or going backward. Your plan. Maybe your first plan does not work now. Maybe the way you did things last year does not fit your life today. Change it. There is no shame in change in direction. Smart people change their plans when life changes. Only foolish people keep a plan that does not work just because they are too proud to change. Your way of doing things. Maybe your way is not efficient. Maybe you work hard but not smart. Find easier, smarter ways to get the same results. Sometimes working less but thinking carefully is better than working all the time without thinking. The things you carry. Maybe you try to do too much at once. Maybe you said yes to too many tasks. Maybe you are carrying responsibilities that are not really yours. Let go of some tasks. Ask for help. You don't need to do everything alone. Often, trying to do everything alone is why you are so tired. Your place. Maybe your home or workspace makes you tired. Maybe it is messy or stressful. Maybe the people around you are negative. Small changes can give you more energy. Clean your space. Add light. Remove clutter. Stay away from people who take your energy. Your focus. Maybe you spend energy on things that do not really matter. Maybe you do urgent things instead of important things. Sit down and think, what really needs my energy now? What can wait? What can be removed completely? This is the key message I want to share. You don't need to quit. You need to adjust. Quitting means giving up on your goals, on your progress, on everything you worked for. Changing means finding a better way to reach them. One is failure, the other is smart. One is weakness, the other is strength. Think about it this way. When you are driving and you feel tired, you don't crash the car and stop going. You pull over, you rest, you change your way, you take a short break. But you keep going. Life is the same. Being tired does not mean stop. Being tired means pause, change, and keep moving. 2. Rest smart. Active rest and micro recovery. Now let's talk about how to rest when you feel tired. Many people think resting means doing nothing, lying on the couch, scrolling on the phone, or watching TV for hours. But this is not always the best way to feel better, especially when your mind is tired. Sometimes this kind of rest can make you even more tired because it is passive, not active, and does not feel satisfying. There are 2 good ways to rest that really help you get energy back. Active rest and small breaks. Let me explain both. Active rest means resting by doing something different, not by stopping completely. When your mind is tired from work, don't just lie down and scroll on your phone. That doesn't help because your brain is still working, just on useless things. Instead, do something different that uses another part of your brain or body. Think of your brain like different rooms in a house. If one room is messy and tired, you don't rest by staying there. You go to another room. You give the tired room time to recover while you use another part of yourself. I'll show you some examples of active rest. Going for a walk can help you reset. Fresh air clears your thoughts. Walking has a calm rhythm. You are not thinking hard, you are just moving. Moving also lets your body release tension that builds when you sit all day. Even a 10-minute walk can give you more energy. Doing some light cleaning or organizing is another gentle way to rest your mind. It may sound like work, but it is different work. It uses your hands and body, not your thinking brain. And when you finish, you feel good. Organizing your things can make your mind feel organized too. Making order feels very satisfying. Another interesting thing to do is listening to music or a podcast. Let your mind hear something new without having to think or solve problems. You are receiving, not creating. This gives the thinking part of your brain a rest. Pick something fun or interesting, not stressful. Maybe funny, inspiring, or easy to learn. Sometimes the best break comes from turning off social media for a while. Your brain is tired because it has too much information, opinions, and comparisons. Social media feels like rest, but it is actually more work for your brain. Your brain sees many pictures, videos, and thoughts. Silence helps. Real silence. Nothing coming in. Just calm. If you want a small escape, reading for 5 to 10 minutes can help. Not workbooks. Not self-help books that make you feel like you need to do more. Just something you enjoy. Stories, poems, something that takes your mind out of real life for a little while. Reading uses your brain in a different way than solving problems. Talking to someone you trust can also make your mind feel lighter. A short talk can make you feel better and give your brain a break from heavy thinking. Sometimes you just need to laugh, share, and feel close to someone. Being with people is healing in ways we don't fully understand. The idea is simple. When one part of your brain is tired, use another part. This helps you rest without stopping completely. You keep going, just in a different way. You are still living your life, just differently. We also have small breaks. Small breaks mean very short but good rest during your day. You don't need a whole week to feel better. Sometimes you only need a few minutes to calm your mind and get some energy back. Many people wait until they are very tired before resting. But that is like waiting until your car runs out of gas before filling it. It is smarter to add a little fuel often so you never run out. Small breaks add energy little by little. These small breaks can bring your energy back faster than you think. One simple thing you can try is 90 seconds of deep breathing. Close your eyes. Breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Breathe out through your mouth for 4 counts. Repeat 3 times. This calms your body and mind quickly. It tells your body, it is safe, we can relax. You can do this anywhere, at your desk, in the bathroom, in your car. If your body feels tight from sitting too long, 2 minutes of stretching can help. Stand up. Stretch your arms up, roll your shoulders, bend forward, and let your head hang. Stretch your neck gently. This lets your body release tension from sitting, stress, or holding tight without noticing. Tension in your body makes your mind tense too. A helpful trick that I really like is to take 5 minutes away from screens. Step away from your phone or computer. Look out the window. Look far away to rest your eyes. Let your eyes relax. We look at screens so much that our eyes get tired. Tired eyes make our mind tired too. If your mind feels full and slow, a quick 7 to 12 minute nap can bring back your focus. If you can, close your eyes and rest shortly. Set an alarm so you don't worry about sleeping too long. Even a short nap can give energy fast. Your brain can rest a lot in just a few minutes. Don't sleep more than 20 minutes or you feel slow when waking. If you want to feel better quickly, drinking some water and eating a little is a good way. Sometimes you are not mentally tired, your body is thirsty or low on sugar. Your brain needs water and food to work well. A glass of water and a small snack can give energy fast. Here's the insight. Sometimes you don't need a whole week to rest. You only need a few minutes to feel normal again. Your brain and body can get better faster than you think if you take small, regular breaks. The important thing is to do it often. Don't wait until you are very tired. Take small breaks before you really need them. 3. Adults don't quit, they optimize. Keep this important message in mind. You've come too far to give up now. I know you're tired. I know it feels heavy. I know some days you wonder if you can keep going. But think about everything you've already done. Think about how much you've learned, how much you've grown, how many challenges you've already survived. You have built a base over many years. You have experience younger people don't have. You have knowledge from real life, not just from books. You have skills you learned by trying, by failing, by getting up again. You have people who depend on you and trust you. All of that is important. All of that matters. All of that is worth keeping. Quitting now would mean throwing all of that away and starting from zero. But you don't need to start over. You just need to improve what you already have. You need to make it better, not begin again. Remember how far you have already walked. Think about where you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Look how far you have come. Going back to the start would waste all the progress you made, every hard lesson you learned, every skill you built, every friendship you kept, every bit of wisdom you earned. All of that would be lost if you quit now. You have built a strong base with years of experience. That base is solid, it is real, it is valuable. You can't see it because it is inside you, but it is there. Your choices are better, your decisions are wiser, your understanding is deeper. Don't leave that base, build on it. You have people who need you and responsibilities to yourself. You matter. Your life matters. Your effort matters. Some people's lives are better because you are in them. Some responsibilities only you can do. You can't just walk away. And most importantly, you owe it to yourself to keep going. You deserve to see what you can do. Your movement forward is bigger than you think. Even when you feel stuck, you are still moving. Even when you feel like you fail, you are still learning. Even when progress seems invisible, it is happening. Movement is hard to see day by day, but look back over months and years, and you will see how far you have actually moved. You know things now that you did not know before. Every challenge taught you something. Every failure showed you what does not work. Every success showed you what works. That knowledge is priceless. You cannot buy it. You only get it from experience, and you have earned it. Do you want to hear a powerful truth? Adults don't quit. Adults update their strategy. When something does not work, you do not stop your goal. You change your way. You adjust your plan. You find a better way. That is what being grown up looks like. That is what being strong looks like. That is what being wise looks like. Quitting is easy. Anyone can quit. Walking away takes no skill, no courage, no thinking. But changing, adjusting, and keeping going even when you are tired, that takes real courage. That takes real strength. That takes real thinking. And you have that inside you. Think about people you admire, the ones who achieved things, the ones who built something important. Do you think they never got tired? Do you think they never wanted to stop? Of course they did. Everyone does. But they did not quit. They changed their plan. They found another way. They kept going when stopping would be easier. You can do the same. You have already shown it by coming this far. Every time you thought you could not continue but you did, that was you being stronger than you thought. Every time you wanted to give up but you kept going one more day, that was you being brave. You have done it before. You can do it again. So when you feel very tired and think, I cannot do this anymore, ask a different question. Don't ask, should I quit? Ask, how can I do this better? What should change? What can I adjust? What can I let go of? What do I need now? The answer will come. Maybe you need to slow down. Maybe you need help. Maybe you need a new way. Maybe you need more rest. Maybe you need to say no to some things. Whatever it is, there is an answer that does not need quitting. And you will keep moving. Not because it is easy, but because you are strong enough to do hard things. Because you are smart enough to adjust. Because you are important enough to keep trying. So now we're at the end. If you feel tired, remember this. Being tired does not mean something is wrong. It means your life is entering a new chapter. You are learning, growing, and facing new challenges. Your brain is busy and changing. All of this takes energy, and that is a normal part of progress. The most important message is this. Being tired doesn't mean you should stop. It means you should adjust. When you feel exhausted, change how you do things. Slow your pace, rest smarter, and take small breaks. Adults don't give up. They find better ways to move forward and keep building the life they want. You have come too far to go back. You have built too much, learned too much, and grown too much. All the experience and strength inside you is real and important. So if you're tired right now, that's okay. Take a breath, rest when needed. But don't stop completely, because you are worth the effort. Remember, tired doesn't mean stop. Tired means expand. You're expanding into a stronger, wiser person, and that's proof you're growing. Don't give up. The sweet reward is coming. Thank you for being here today. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I read every comment. Now take care of yourself. Rest when you need to. Adjust when necessary. But keep going. You are starting a journey to a better life, and your future self will thank you. See you in the next video. You've got this.